So this video is going to be a get ready with me, and it's going to be on being a 21-year-old virgin. So yeah, just going to get started. I'm sorry if my voice cracks or it's like raspy. I'm kind of sick right now. So yeah. So my birthday was passed recently, and I made it to 21, a virgin. And some background on me, like I've had my little like middle school and elementary school boyfriends, but I never had a boyfriend throughout high school or, up until now. I've never had like a real relationship, something that I would consider to be a real relationship or a boyfriend. And I felt a ways about that. Sometimes I beat myself up because I feel like, I'm not, I guess, living up to what a 21-year-old in today's age should be doing or should have accomplished. But I've been realizing a lot in my, I guess, going from 20 to 21, I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about life, and I feel like I'm just like absorbing like all this information like a sponge, and I'm kind of like in this phase where I feel like I'm kind of just like sitting back and watching things happen, and I'm trying to make that transition from kind of like being a bystander to actually like actively living. But that's like a whole other topic. So on being a 21-year-old virgin, I've always believed that sex is an important thing and it's a sacred thing. Like even when I was young, I've always felt like sex shouldn't be handled frivolously, and I guess I've just always stuck to that. I've always felt like it really wasn't something to be played with, and being a very empathic and sensitive person, I'm very glad that I didn't, run around having sex just because everyone else was doing it, because now with the understanding of myself that I have, I know that would be really, really unhealthy for me. And I'm not really speaking for anyone else, I'm speaking for me. I know that I believe that sex is a transfer of energy, and I really don't need to be transferring energy in that way, in a very lackadaisical way. It's just not for me. And I'm really proud of myself. I'm like doing my makeup in the phone, and that's not good. I need a mirror. It's just not for me to be doing in a very lackadaisical way, and I'm very proud of myself that I've stayed true to myself, and I didn't just do it because other people were doing it. And for the few people that I came very close to having sex with, one guy that I'm thinking of in particular, I'm so happy that I did not have sex with him, because with the understanding that I have of him, as a person now, I feel like my life would be in a totally different place. I feel like my life would have turned out totally differently if I would have had sex with him, and I came this close to having sex with him, and I'm so happy. I just want to thank all the angels and all the spirit guides that helped me to not do that, because I really liked him, but looking back on the situation, he was absolutely no good for me. And like I said, I feel like my life would have turned out completely differently if I would have engaged with him in that way. And I guess I'm making this video to kind of tell people that, don't base your life decisions on what other people are doing, because I'm sorry. Because I've seen it happen, people, and I'm going to get into those examples, but people basically making really important life decisions just based on the fact that they see other people doing something, and they're not really thinking about what's best for them, and you're kind of like setting yourself back when you do that, and the only person you're hurting is you when you make decisions like that. So yeah. when talking to my friends about their first time and when they lost their virginity, what most of them say is that, like, they don't necessarily regret having sex, but they regret who they did it with. And my one friend, she told me that she thought that I told her that I had sex, and she said because everyone around her had already lost their virginity, and because she thought that I said that I had sex, that she went out and she had sex, and she doesn't necessarily regret having sex, but she regrets who she had sex with. And it's just like, why would you make that kind of a decision based on something that I said? Even though I didn't say that, I never told her that I lost my virginity. She misunderstood something that I was telling her, but it's like why would you then, like, make that decision based on what other people are doing? And she said, yeah, I regret who I gave my virginity to, basically. And it's just like, damn, like, that's horrible, like, because she realized that he wasn't worth it, and that's what a lot of my friends say, like, they don't regret having sex, but they regret who they did it with. And personally, I don't want to be in that situation. I don't know if I'm waiting for marriage, but I definitely am waiting for someone that I really trust and I know has the right intentions, and basically just someone that I trust on a base level. And who knows when that's gonna happen. I don't trust easily, and I really don't feel like I connect with new people easily, but the fact that I've gotten this far, I'm not going to give it up to just any random fuckboy, you know, like, I could have did that a long time ago. So, you know, now that I've gotten this far, I might as well just hang in there for someone who's really worth it. And I guess the message that I want to send to people is just to do you, whether, you know, you're a virgin or not. Just from now on, kind of have the attitude that you're going to do what's best for you, because it's just, I've just seen too many people make decisions based on what other people are doing. And let me tell you guys something. People be fronting. People exaggerate and people lie. And like I said with the first friend, she said that she literally lost her virginity just because she thought everyone else lost their virginity, not knowing that I hadn't lost my virginity yet. And I wonder, like, if she would have known that I was actually a virgin, would she have just stayed a virgin, like, and not, you know, given that guy the time of day? I had another friend group, and they were all virgins. Well, so it was like 5 of us, including me, and only one of them had lost her virginity, and then the rest of us were virgins. And I guess, like, we were all going into college, so I guess that's like lose your virginity time for people. And one friend lost her virginity, and she the one friend lost her virginity, and it was with this guy. And at first she was all, you know, bragging and acting like it was the best thing in the world. And then come to find out, the guy stole her Wi-Fi. Like, he stole her Wi-Fi hotspot, and he was just being really weird and, like, lingering around her place and stuff like that. So she had to, you know, get her Wi-Fi back, and she cursed him out. She had to stop sleeping with him altogether because he was, like, stealing her stuff out of her apartment. So it's like, you lost your virginity to a guy that's, like, stealing your Wi-Fi. Like, he literally can't even get his own. He has to steal yours. Like, and then, so because of that, my next friend, she lost her virginity. And, of course, you know, she was all bragging. And then one time, she was all bragging, oh, it's the best thing in the world. Oh, my God, it was amazing, this, and that. And then she was, like, basically telling me a story. And while she's telling me the story, she said something, and I was like, wait, like, she was basically saying that she wouldn't let him kiss her on the mouth. So I'm like, why would you want to have sex with someone that you wouldn't want to kiss you on the mouth? Like, that's really crazy to me. Like, if I'm having sex with someone, I want to feel comfortable enough with them to kiss them on their mouth. Like, people, the point I'm trying to make is, like, people hype things up and make it seem all great and wonderful, but little did you know, she's not even comfortable enough with this guy to kiss him on his mouth. And then, like, she was saying that he was trying to get her to give him head, and she didn't want to, she didn't feel comfortable. And I'm like, if you don't feel comfortable enough to kiss him on the mouth or to put your mouth on his junk, why do you feel comfortable enough to let him put his penis in your vagina? Like that's the kind of stuff I don't get. And then the last friend, she lost her virginity. We were actually with her. We had come back from a party, and she was kind of drunk, and she was like, oh, I'm just going outside with this dude, whatever. And she knew him, but they ended up having sex in the back of a car. And it's like, when people tell you about what they're doing, they make it seem all cool and great, and they make the story sound so amazing. But then if you know what happened in real life, or when shit hits the fan and they're mad at their person and they're venting, then the truth comes out. So I'm telling you guys, like, don't make decisions based on what people were telling you. You don't know what happened unless you yourself was there. And like I said, people lie, people exaggerate, but it's really, a lot of times, it's not as wonderful and amazing as people make it seem. And I wish that more people would just be real about their experiences, because when people are like just like, going on and on about how great and wonderful everything is, other people hear that and they're like, they feel insecure, and I felt like that. And another example is like, so I had another friend, and we had classes together, and like all throughout us having classes together, she'd be like, oh, well, yeah, after this I'm going to, it would always be like somewhere to eat, like, oh, I'm going to get some pizza with my boyfriend, oh, I'm going to Chipotle with my boyfriend, oh, I'm going to spend a weekend at a hotel with my boyfriend. And then, like, I remember one time in particular, she was like, oh, I'm going to do XYZ with my boyfriend. And I was feeling kind of bad. I was like, damn, I wish I had a boyfriend that I could kind of, like, do stuff with and, eat, go out to eat with and stuff like that. And then later on, they started to get into problems, and my friend was telling me, she was giving me all the tea, and she was just telling me about what was really going on in the relationship. And she was telling me about how she was going on, and she was telling me about how every time they would go out, she was the one paying for everything. So, and I literally had a flashback of all the times that she had said, oh, we're going here, we're going there, and the whole time she was the one paying for everything. Like, and I was just like, damn, like, I could have a boyfriend, but if I wanted to pay for everything, and I don't want to pay for everything. So it's like, don't beat yourself up over what you think you don't have, comparing it to what other people have, because what they have is what they're telling you they have, and a lot of times it's a lot different than what they're making it seem. And I'm not saying that nobody has had good experiences losing their virginity, and nobody has good relationships, but it's just crazy how people make things seem so different than what they are, and then you turn around making life decisions based on it, and it's not even what you think. I think that's the message that I really want to send. Like, don't do things based on what other people are making their lives seem like, because unless you're there, you really don't know what the truth is and what's really going on. And like I said, I'm really proud that I've hung in there, and I kind of just stick to what I feel comfortable with doing. And I feel like people would do a lot better in life if they just did what was best for them. Because at the end of the day, people are going to have something to say. You can be fat, you can be skinny, you could be tall, you could be short, you could be white, you could be black. Like, people are going to have something to say. People are going to call you weird, people are going to make judgments about you. But, so it's like, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Just be you and do what's best for you. Stop trying to model your life after what other people are making it seem like you're supposed to be doing, because You're only supposed to be doing what's best for you. And I'm just taking this time in my life to get to know myself so that hopefully when the right person does come along, I'll be able to recognize that and I'll be able to act accordingly. Because I feel like, especially if I would have started having sex, I would be really distracted. And I feel like a lot of girls they never gave themselves a chance to get to know themselves, and that's why so many people are out here just lost and don't know, what they're doing. Another friend of mine, I've known this friend for years and years, and she was telling me, well, she's been sexually active since we were pretty young, and I'm not gonna like give ages or anything, but I'm 21, so young for me is young. So, and all throughout the years, she was always talking about sex, and sex is so amazing, and sex is so great, and this, that, and third. And come to find out that she's stuck on this guy who ain't shit, because she said that he's the first guy to ever make her orgasm. And I'm just like, dude, like, this whole time you've been, talking all this shit about how great sex is. If I was the wrong type of person, I could have taken that and been like, oh, let me go out and have sex. And it's just like, it's so misleading. And this whole time, she hasn't even been really truly enjoying the sex that she's been having. And it's just crazy. Like, that's the kind of thing I mean. Like, people really like gas things up and make things seem totally different than what they are. And don't be the one to make a really important decision because of what somebody said, because people talk. That's what I've learned. People just talk. And I guess sometimes it's to save face, sometimes it's to make themselves seem cool or something, but yeah, just don't make important decisions based on what other people are making it seem like. Get to know yourself and do what's best for you, because at the end of the day, people are going to have something to say regardless. That's basically the point that I'm trying to get to. It's unfortunate because I feel like everyone's just running around trying to be like everyone else. Like, you're trying to be like Susie, and Susie's trying to be like Monica, and Monica's trying to be like Rebecca, and Rebecca's trying to be like Tim, and Tim's trying to be like so-and-so, and it's like everyone is trying to be like other people, and all those people are trying to be like other people, and it just really doesn't make a lot of sense. It really doesn't. And it's just, I don't know, I wish people would just take more time out to get to know themselves, because I feel like I've benefited so much from doing it. And I still do have my moments where I feel like I'm not doing enough, or I feel insecure, because like I said, I've never had a boyfriend, I've never had a relationship, my phone isn't constantly blowing up, I'm not your stereotypical young person, I guess, and it can be hard being different, but it's like, I can't like talk and do my eye makeup, I don't know why. It can be hard being different, and it's sad because everyone is different, and everyone should feel like it's okay to be themselves and just go on their own path and do what's best for them, but that's just not the society we live in. But I'm gonna continue on my path of individuality because I'd rather make my own mistakes than make the same mistakes that everyone else is making. Because if I see everyone making a mistake, I'm not gonna then go and do it just to fit in. Like I don't know. Yeah. And I'm starting to wonder, like, what is the average loss of virginity nowadays? Because I feel like kids are starting to have sex pretty young, and I really don't think that, you know, kids need to be having sex. It's just like I feel like you're really not even developed enough mentally to even understand what's going on. Like I said, I feel like it's a transfer of energy, and you got to think about what that really means. You're allowing someone's essence into your body, like, well, as a female you are, so that's like a really important thing. That's a really important thing, and I wish, like I said, I wish people would just take more time out to get to know themselves before they start doing so much. Like, I feel like I think in today's age, it's seen as cool to be complex and complicated, and I feel like people really aren't as complex and as complicated as they like to think they are. And I feel like people just feel okay with the fact that just be okay with who they are and not try to do so much, because you're only like, you're only messing up your own life, and you're only complicating your own life. Because in getting to know myself, I kind of I know that a lot of the things that I do like and a lot of the things that I am attracted to are not good for me, and I'm able to recognize that and kind of recognize, like, yeah, I might like that or I might want that, but it's just not what's best for me. You know what I mean? Like, just get to know yourself. So that you can, like, approach life in a better way. Or you can approach life in a more, I guess, educated way. Like, you know what's good for you and what's not good for you. You know what's going to work for you and what isn't going to work for you. And just be honest with yourself. That's really what, I guess, the message that I want to send. And that's whether you're a virgin or not. Kind of just, especially if you're young, just take this time to really get to know yourself so that you know how to move forward in life and with a better understanding of what is going to be best for you and what isn't. And I feel like sex in relationships is an important part of that, because if you get into it too early, or if you don't go into it with the right mentality, I feel like it really just distorts your vision and your perception, and you're just more easily led astray, I guess, is a better way to say it. Yeah. Now I need some highlighter. I guess I'll use this one. Or So thank you so much for watching. Please leave your thoughts and your comments down below, and I hope to see you in another one. Bye.